Waverly, or the surrounding area, contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it is Truck Month at Koppel, and we are pulling out all of the stops for this gigantic event. The lots are starting to fill, and we have some great deals for you waiting in Louisville. Brand new GMC Sierra Light Duty and new Silverado Light Duty trucks. All trim levels have up to $4,000 in discounts. That's right, up to $4,000 off all new light duty trucks right now at Koppel, so do not wait. Now is the time to buy a new truck, so stop on in or visit us online at koppelcars.com. You must have a trade-in and finance with Koppel. All deals with approved credit.
The best way to learn about Southeast Community College is to visit, and you can check out our spaces before you visit in person with a virtual campus tour, an opportunity to see our campuses in Beatrice, Lincoln, and Milford as you learn about our programs and areas of study. There are virtual tours of our learning centers too. We can even take you on a personalized virtual tour. Learn more on our website, southeast.edu/visit SCC. SCC, your path to possible.
You finally finished your man cave in the basement. Brand new furniture, huge TV, and all of your collector's items. You're ready for football season. You were so excited until one bad rain and it is all ruined. Don't risk a flooded basement and countless dollars in damages when it can be avoided. Call John Henry's today for a free sump pump estimate for your home.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing. Heating it in.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mix Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. Nebco offers great pay, medical, and retirement benefits, paid time off, and we pay for CDL training. Apply today to earn an average total compensation of $50,000 to $60,000 your first year driving. From Nebco's beginnings in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Guys, when I first started with Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping, I weighed in at over 300 pounds. Now, less than a year later, I'm under 200 pounds for the first time since high school. I'm stronger, I'm healthier, and it all began with the Farrell's 10-Week Challenge. 10 weeks of kickboxing, strength training, and guided nutrition coaching to help you reach your fitness goals. Their next 10-week challenge begins on April 8th. If you're wanting to change your life like I have, head to theticketfm.com and click on Enroll Now on the homepage. Plus, get a promo code for a discount just for ticket listeners. Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, welcome to Ticket Weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. Part of a Husker. Second episode. I'm here and I'm thinking about a couple things. And I said to myself, we talked about heart, right? We talked about what the heart was last week. And then I got to thinking to myself, so if we're talking about heart, let's talk about mindset. And then on mindset, the definition of mindset. Because I think sometimes, and you got to forgive me, it's kind of hot up here in the red room today. So I'm going to be sweating a little bit. I didn't get the air on in time. But that's okay. Because my mindset is to play through it anyway. I might be sweating by the end of it, but play through it anyway. Mindset. What is it? Oxford Dictionary says a mindset is the established set of attitudes held by someone. It is a person's way of thinking and their opinions. It can also be defined as a mental attitude or inclination. Wow. Why is the captain talking about mindset? Why am I talking about mindset and I'm talking about heart? And we're going to touch on this again, maybe in a couple weeks down the road with Mr. Ernie Beeler when we have him join the show. But mindset. What type of mindset do you have to have in order to be a champion? In order to have a heart of a Husker? A guy that refuses to lose. A guy that's looking for more in 94. A guy that's back-to-back in 95. A guy that came up just short in 96. And then came back in 97 and put it together for another ship. Mindset. What was our mindset in those historical runs during those 5 years, 93 to 97? What were we thinking? Well, let me just read a couple of quotes when it comes to mindset. It only takes one person to change your life. You. You cannot make progress without making decisions. If your goals don't inspire you every day, you need a new set of goals. Every small step in the right direction becomes the start of something amazing. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Sometimes what you're most afraid of doing is the very thing that will set you free. Wow. Mindset is everything. The major value in life is not what you get. The major value in life is what you become. If you have a strong mind and a plant in it, back up. If you have a strong mind and plant it in firm resolve, you can change your destiny. Growth mindset. Every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath and start again. I promise you I'm almost over. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. Nothing will slow your progress like a negative mindset. So everybody's all, up in arms about, hey, the Huskers and what are we going to do and how are we going to play and who are we going to be and just all these different questions that none of us have the answer for. Well, I can tell you right now, besides the heart, it starts with the mindset. What does your mind set on doing? Is it set on becoming the best player that you can become? Is it set on becoming the best student that you can become? Or is it set on negative mindsets? Or is it positive? Because positive mindsets, I read it to you. I told you all the positive, a lot of them. But now when we scroll and say, okay, well, let's see about what does a negative mindset mean? Because sometimes coaches, players, fans, media, anybody that has to breathe air, drink, can talk, and that's a human being, can have a negative mindset. I've been there. What's a negative mindset? What is a negative mindset? A negative mindset encompasses pessimism, cynicism, and a tendency to magnify problems. Individuals with a negative mindset often focus on obstacles, failures, shortcomings, hindering their progress and what? Growth. Negative mindset. You say, oh, Captain, why are you talking about a positive versus a negative mindset? Why are we talking about mindset anyway? Well, there's consequences to a negative mindset. There's consequences to a negative thought process. What are they? On the personal front, negativity can breed stress and anxiety. Consistent pessimistic thinking can affect physical health, contributed to hypertension, chronic fatigue, and even cardiac disorders. We're talking about a negative mindset. In addition, negativity can strain relationships, creating a cloud of pessimism that dims social interaction. Professionalism. Negativity can stunt productivity. Think about that. It can stunt your productivity. Hey, listen, my great teacher told me, smile. So I'm working on smiling more. The pessimistic lens of a negative mindset hampers problem solving and suppresses innovation. It suppresses innovation. It creates a work atmosphere riddled in apprehension and stagnation. Think about that. Think about that. So you say, how do you transition from a negative mindset to a positive mindset? How do you say, okay, I got to stop saying that I'm not good enough. I got to stop saying that I'm not strong enough, that I'm not fast enough, and I got to do something about it, that I'm not smart enough, that I'm not good enough. Here are some of the steps to navigate from a negative mindset to a positive mindset. You have to cultivate awareness. You got to recognize negative thoughts when they arise and understand their root cause. What's causing you to say that you're not good enough? What's causing you to say, hey, I don't think I can? Or I can't? What's saying to you that you are not good enough to be on the stage with the great ones? It starts with a mindset, a positive one. I think I can. You have to use affirmation, visualization. What that means is, I know I can. I see myself. See, we, back in those great runs, all visualized ourselves making great plays. We dreamt about the game before we played the game. We played the game before we played the game. You got to visualize it. You got to say affirmations. Develop positive statements that resonate with you. I am somebody. Shout out to Ricky Simmons. Visualize your success vividly and regularly. What does that mean? What's vividly mean? How do you visualize something vividly? You know, I've been in a car accident before. Way back when I was 16 years old. I got these little, you can't really see them now, but my head went through the windshield. And I can vividly hear it and see the aftermath of that accident. Now, 48 years old, and that happened 32 years ago. That means I play it over and over and over and over. What could I have done wrong? Well, one, I could have put my seatbelt on. That was number one. Number two, I shouldn't have been driving sleepy. But you live and you learn. Practice mindfulness and gratitude. Hey, man, I want to say thank you to my big bro, man. Always been a big brother to me. Always looking out for me. For years, man, since we've been little boys, man. And even though we twins, I got to give him the respect that he's due as the big brother. And so, big bro, I'm just letting you know I'm going to do better at just respecting the fact that you are the big brother, man. And for that, I'm grateful, man, to have a big brother, man. So I'm thankful and grateful for you, buddy. So you got to practice mindfulness, being mindful of others, having gratitude, thankful for my brother just doing the stuff that he does out of the gratitude of his heart, man. Dude got a great big heart. You got to stay present and appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small they may seem. Come on, man. Mindset. You got to embrace mindset. You got to understand the challenges and the opportunities and what can be attained if your mindset is positive, if it's on things that you can change in yourself to be better, to be a better you, to be a better person, to have a better mindset on every aspect of life, not just the things that make you happy, not just the thing that make you fulfill you monetarily. So it's like who and what we are when nobody is watching is who we are. Now, I know you guys aren't talking back, so I just get to talk. It's a beautiful thing. The captain gets to talk. Oh, man. How is he going to pull this thing off, right? Very easy. I got a positive mindset. I don't want to talk positive things into people. And Coach Rule, Nebraska football team, they got to have the right mindset. It has to be a positive mindset. Now, let's not get a negative mindset and constructive criticism misconstrued. Negative mindset is you're going into it, you can't. A positive mindset is I can. A constructive criticism of something positive, you're working to get better, but you step with the wrong foot. So me as Coach Jackson, I'm going to tell you, hey, Craig, step with your right foot every time. And every time you step with your left foot, I'm going to tell you, hey, Craig, step with your right foot every time. Now, what you don't do as a player is say, Coach is always on me about stepping with my right foot. I guess I can't get it done. I'm not good enough. Why, cry. No, you should, after the 5th, 6th, 7th time, it should be like second nature to you. When you go up to the line in this 47 trap, step with your right foot every time. Not sometimes, every time. Mindset. What does that mean to you? What kind of mindset do you have? Is it a positive mindset? Is it a negative mindset? Is it an absent-minded mindset? Whatever that may be for you, I think you need to look at yourself, look in the mirror, and say, what can I do to smile and have a positive mindset? Listen, Heart of a Husker. First down. We'll be right back for second down. You're with Rashawn Jackson.
Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like getting new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best we can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. We're on the brink of spring cleanups for all of our existing customers and have limited spots left. We trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give us a call today at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of our designers and get ready for Tailored Life's grand opening in Bennett.
You know that feeling after a good, hearty meal? The worries of the world just slip away. Time slows down. Nothing but good times and good company. That's what you get with Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul. Mary Ellen's does food right, with a menu that includes smoked wings, pulled pork, brisket, catfish. And don't sleep on their sides, shrimp and grits, collard greens, baked beans. It's food that makes your heart happy. Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul, just east of 27th and Pineland. Let them fix you a plate.
Hey there.
Hi, honey.
Uh-oh.
Remember we told Jamie and Mike about Liberty First Credit Union, how great their checking account and car loans are, the amazing service we get, and how we love being members?
Yeah.
Well, they took our advice. Jamie said how easy it was to move all their accounts and become members. Now they say they're banking with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union.
Learn more about being a member at libertyfirstcu.com. Liberty First Credit Union. Banking with purpose. Member NCUA.
There's a lot of realtors in Lincoln, but don't get overwhelmed by all the names. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realtor Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate is your go-to option when buying or selling residential and commercial property. Ben's team offers unbeatable customer service and promises to make the buying and selling process as stress-free as possible. Call Ben today at 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Ambassador Real Estate. No pressure, just professionalism.
Problem gambling affects more than the gambler. It affects spouses, children, extended family members, and friends. If you are a loved one who's struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 476-2300.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring. I wasn't sure what I was getting into.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out of Starter Heyman with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love my ring. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
Yeah, it was great.
We're definitely coming back.
Sauter Heyman Jewelers, Lincoln and Grand Island. SauterHeyman.com.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone again, and with me on the line, Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know how proud you and everyone at the dealership are to earn the prestigious Honda President's Award year after year, 17 times. Tell our listeners what it means to you and your customers.
Thanks, Charlie. Yeah, all of us are extremely proud to have earned this award, and I want all of our customers to know it's not just earned by one person's effort. It's the entire dealership. Sales, parts, and our amazing service department.
17 times. Wow. How does that compare to other Honda dealers?
This award is only given to the most elite dealerships that demonstrate excellence. We really do strive to go above and beyond for the ultimate customer experience before and after the sale, Charlie.
That's why for 2022, Honda of Lincoln is once again Nebraska's #1 volume Honda dealer. Come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business, 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
Experience the Landmark difference with the next level of dealer support. Landmark, your local John Deere dealer, continually works to have parts on hand the first time you walk in the door. Our internal route system means we can get the parts to you typically same or next day to keep you up and running. At Landmark, we understand time is money. Get more uptime with our after-hours parts and service support on the phone or in the field. Our sales, precision ag, parts, and service teams are ready to serve you this planning season. Stop by your local Landmark today to experience the Landmark difference.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
That's right. Show 2. We back. We back. For a minute, so. You know, as I thought about mindset, right? Because this show is going to be informative. It's going to, we're going to talk about stuff that really matter in sports, in life, in every day, every walk, every facet. Your mindset has to be positive. your heart has to be in the right direction. So I was thinking, well, what's another word for mindset? So I asked you guys out there, what's another word for mindset? And I was going through, I used to think about the Little League football team that I used to be the director of, one, Nebraska Warriors, and then two, the Lincoln Football Academy for Kids, Nebraska Football Academy for Kids. But I used to do this thing where I would say, hey, and they would say attitude. And I had to ask myself, this fly, I'm going to get this fly. This doggone fly is just fluttering. If you're on TV, you see this fly. This fly is getting on my nerves. But anyway, attitude. I would say, hey, and they say attitude. Hey, attitude. Say it with me. Hey, attitude. You got to have the right attitude when you're playing football. You got to have the right attitude when you're going to work. You got to have the right attitude when you're at the hospital. You got to have the right attitude when you're a nurse, when you're a doctor, when you're a caregiver, when you're a certified nursing tech. You got to have the right attitude. What's your attitude? You got a bad attitude or a good attitude? But let's just see what attitude is. Attitude is a person's way of thinking or feeling about a specific person, place, action, or experience. Let me rewind that and say it again. Attitude is a person's way of thinking or feeling about a specific person, place, or experience. Action or experience. Attitude is a specific disposition that combines factors like beliefs, opinions, moods, emotions. Attitudes are often the results of experiences, our upbringing, and they have a powerful influence over our behavior. What do you think the attitudes of the Nebraska football team has been? Have they played with the right attitude? Have they loved each other with the right attitude? Have they went to practice with the right attitude? Meetings with the right attitude? Fundraisers with the right attitude? Or are they going just because of the NIL money? Because of what they can get out of it? Or is their attitude to serve? Wise man told me it was two types of people. I don't have here. I can do this. Let's use our Husker handkerchief. It'd be our Husker shirt, and this Husker shirt is going to represent a handkerchief. Bam, go Big Red. You got two types of people. People like this. What can I do for you? And people like this. Now, I had my shirt like a handkerchief if you guys out there in radio land listening. But if you're looking, now I have my shirt tucked in my other shirt like it's a napkin. You know how you used to back in the day? You just tucked it in there back then, the handkerchief. Anyway, my point is you got those type of people that are serving and people that want to get served. Who are you? What side are you on? Serve sign or serve me sign? That's for you to ask. What's attitude? Give me something similar to attitude. Point of view. Viewpoint, vantage point, frame of mind. Similar. Position, posture, pose, stand, bearing. Attitude. Attitude. I like that. So let's just say, let's see what a bad attitude is. Because I think it's important to know what are good attitudes, what are bad attitudes. Let's just see. what's the handy dandy world of the YouTube versus this computer box that we have? What is it saying? And if this is you, then you got to change it. Are you a person that always compares yourself to others? Saying, hey, how do I compare to him? How do I stack up to him? How do I stack up to her? How good do I look? How big is my arms compared to his? How many more reps can I do? How fast am I compared to this person? Instead of saying, what can you do to get 10% better? Every day. Negative attitude person cannot do that. Are you a type of person that when you hear someone else's success or good fortune, are you happy for them? Are you grateful for them? Or are you mad that they made it? That they accomplished it? You gotta look deep into yourself. Heart of a Husker. This is what it's all about. Knowing yourself. Knowing who you are. Are you the guy that has a bad attitude? That wants to spoil the whole bunch? Another negative way of thinking is you expect other people to operate according to your schedule. Now, in some situations, i.e. work, that probably is the case. But now, everybody's got places to go, things to do. We got to take that into consideration before we and I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of being a guy who will look at my situation like it's before everyone. Number 3, everybody irritates you, everyone. You're always looking for a fight. Don't take much for you to get mouthy or abrasive. You're rude to anyone who doesn't meet your high standards. I'm guilty of that. You got to get to know yourself. You got to get to know other people. You got to own your own attitudes and what keeps your hair trigger state where anything goes. It's a choice. I choose to feel irritated. So I'm irritated. So any little thing gets me irritated. Smile. No one can make you feel irritated unless you let it. I'm a work in progress. But I'm trying to keep a smile on my face and not a frown. Because I got nothing to frown about. Life is great. Life is great. You expect differences from people whose jobs are less prestigious than yours. Now, in a football team, you got many moving parts, but let's just take a position, for instance. Quarterback position. How is that where you expect difference from people whose jobs are less prestigious than yours? So because you're not the starter means you don't know the plays. Because you're on scout team means that you take plays off and you don't show up to practice on time. One, you would be off the team, but some people do that. Some people do that. It's never too late to educate yourself on how to become a better person. I'm 48 and I'm forever learning. I learn from my daughter. Learn from my brother. I learn from people around me. I learned that all people don't have good attitudes. Some people have bad attitudes. So because they have a bad attitude, did that make me have a bad attitude? Well, depends on the circumstance and the situation. But I'm working on still having a good attitude throughout someone else's bad attitude. And I haven't arrived, but at least I'm talking about it. So that means I know it's there. Volunteer your time to somebody. You expect others to respect you before you show them respect. Just that I don't even dive into that. But sometimes we got to be the first person to practice respect and appreciation. And don't worry about it if you don't get the favor return. You have to give freely, expect nothing. And then when you do get something, you're more grateful when you get it. You're always in a hurry. I'm guilty of this. Always running. Sometimes you got to slow down, man. Take care of the things that are important. Your family, your health. Take care of the things that are important. Sometimes we get so caught up in work, so caught up in play, that we forget that this life that we're living is short. Their football careers, University of Nebraska, short. 5 years. I got a granddaughter that's 9 years old. Where's the time gone? I've got one that's 5. Where's the time gone? 4. Where is the time gone? If the little one that's 4, she's 4 years old now. She'll be 5 on her birthday. That's the course of a football career. Now, COVID, these guys got 6 or 7 years. Good for them. But 5 years old, my granddaughter will be on her next birthday. And your football career is over. I'm still trying to see how she get to 5 so fast. Where was 1, 2, 3? They were there. It just happened. Time don't wait. Time don't wait. Your expectations have never met reality. Sometimes we got expectations of people that cannot reach the expectations that we have for them. Our expectations are so high for them that when they don't come close to reaching them, we look at them differently. Because we got high expectations for someone else. Our expectations should be based on us. It shouldn't be based on other people. But I think if you work hard, it's infectious. And other people will take heed. Sometimes people misinterpret everything others do and say. Oh, you meant that. Instead of just asking a person what they meant. What did you mean by that? Everybody doesn't hate you. Nobody's mind readers. Well, I guess there is some mind readers, but you can't. And I'm guilty of this one. This is huge. You're stuck in an all or nothing, black or white thinking. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I don't think that this is sometimes in certain situations a good mindset to have. 100% on board on what you want. But I don't think that that's the way it should be in all walks of life. I think that you have to have the ability to, because we're always growing, we're always learning. No one can ever say that they learned everything right at 48 or 25 or 62 or 75. If they keep living, they're going to learn more and more and more. So it's not always an all or nothing in all situations. So sometimes it's a gray area, and I do believe that sometimes it is. You know, when you're a head coach, there's things that got to be all or nothing, and there's also things that you have to have some leeway on. Are you fixated on conflicts with people that you care about? Because I can tell you right now, after experiencing some of the things that I've experienced in the last week, the last thing I want to do is deal with somebody else's problems moving forward. I got enough of my own, me and my family. And if I truly cared about my family, I'm going to make sure that I take care of my family first. Guess what? Heart of a Husker in football, your family is your heart. that football team is their heart. They have to have one heartbeat. I let you hear that heartbeat, didn't I? I told you what an irregular heartbeat. I let you hear that too last week. If you missed it, go back and listen to it and catch up to week 2. Because we're going to build from week to week. We're going to build on this thing all the way up until game day. The heart of a Husker. On and off the field. Are you carrying a grudge against someone? We've all guilty of that. Sometimes you just got to let it go. Just forgive them, man. Know that you can't control them and live your life. Forget calling them, but forgive them for whatever they've done. Because the more you hang on to what people do to you or to someone you know, the more it's going to slow your progress to getting to being who you need to be as a person. You can't expect bad things to happen to you. You shouldn't joke about bad things happening to you. It's power in that little mouthpiece. We know what the mouthpiece is, right? Do you see yourself as an unlikable person? Nobody likes me. But they're going to respect me. Do you honestly believe you're superior to others? As if you don't go poop just like the rest of us. A recent disappointment has discouraged you. Do you dwell on that? Or do you say, you know what? I got to let that go. They disappointed me. But you know what, man? We all human and we all make mistakes. Let them go. Forgive them. This is a football team I'm talking about, y'all. Or am I talking about life? Because a part of the football team is they're going to get into fights. They're going to get into arguments, disagreements, feuds. How do you resolve them? Or do you let them fester? Do you let them boil until before you know it, the water is boiling over? Are you a bad attitude guy or a good attitude guy? Are you a bad attitude girl, good attitude girl? Are you a guy or a lady that people want to be around? Are you an athlete that guys want to flock around, that you can lead, that they want to follow you because you're giving 100 miles, you're going 100 miles an hour, you got the right mindset, you don't have a negative attitude, you got the right attitude, your mindset is to win every play, to win every second, to win every minute, to win every down, to win every hour, to win every special teams play, to win every defensive play, to win every offensive set. And if you lose one, forget that play, it's over, on to the next one. Or do you live in the negative mindset of having a bad attitude about a play that's gone? And because you had a bad play, you let that play affect the next play and the next play. And before you know it, you're self-destructive. And because you're self-destructive, your teammates are self-destructive. And because your teammates are self-destructive, the coaches are self-destructive. And because the coaches are self-destructive, you're losing. Oh, did I say it like that? My bad. Heart of a Husker. I'm just trying to show you what it takes and what it is. We'll be right back after these messages for the last segment in round 2.
Agriculture is the economic engine of the Midwest. At Acres Equipment, we dedicate ourselves to making that engine run smoothly. We supply our farmers and ranchers with quality John Deere equipment, parts, and service. We also deliver the most advanced technology and precision ag strategies to help them farm today and for the future. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has come to the attention of the Nebraska Lottery that when people hear a radio commercial in their car for one of our lotto games, Powerball, Mega Millions, or Lucky for Life, They tend to begin daydreaming about how they'll spend the prize money if they win, instead of paying attention to the road. So please, when I tell you that Nebraska Lottery Lotto games offer big money and big fun, keep your mind on driving. Do not start thinking about all the things you could buy if you win. Things like bright red sports cars, tropical vacations, 100-inch TVs, hot tubs, SUVs, a new computer, motorboats.
Bob, snap out of it.
Oh, good heavens. Ladies and gentlemen, my apologies. Perhaps I should go home now.
You better let me drive.
Lotto games from the Nebraska Lottery. Top prize odds vary by game.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $24.11 per hour, which grows to $28.27 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $32.76 per hour with opportunities to make more based on certification. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Steve's Garage Doors and Services is hiring. They are looking for a garage door installation and service technician with a clean driving record. Experience is not required as they will train for the positions. However, mechanical aptitude is required. If you want to come be a part of a small business where you're family, not just an employee, call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today to apply at 402-480-2840. That's 402-480-2840. Steve's Garage Doors and Services.
This Easter, focus on your family instead of dishes with the Venue Easter to-go meals. Prepared fresh in-house by our chefs, these meals are ready to heat and eat with packages for 2 to 3 people or 6 to 8 and your choice of juicy beef tenderloin, tasty herb roasted chicken, or our famous 6-pepper crusted prime rib. All meal packages come with sides and we have additional add-ons available to complete your feast. Order today at venuedelivered.com/Easter. That's venuedelivered.com/Easter.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Back to the Ticket weeknights on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yes, y'all. Listen, big time things going on out in Norfolk, man. Big time. July 22nd, the Husker pipeline, the original pipeline, the originators of the pipeline will be out at Norfolk signing autographs, kissing babies, talking about the old stories, letting you know why they were called the pipeline. So look for that July 22nd. If you're out there in the Norfolk area, get out there. It's going to be a great time. Get your tickets early because it's going to be sold out. I can promise you that. So, as I was thinking about, the heart of a Husker, and I talked about that the first show, now mindset this next show, and then we went to attitude, and we were talking about this negative mindset. I begin to say, okay, well, let's just keep going. Let's keep going. And I know, and we'll save some of this for next week. But if I had to go through the alphabets, and I just had to go pick letters and put words that we wanted to stand by, these will all be some of them. Attitude. This next one is B. Believe. Believe. What does it mean to believe? Accept something as true. Feel sure of the truth. Accept something as true. Feel sure of the truth. Now, I ask a lot of guys that I play with, did you ever go into a game thinking we was going to lose? And the majority of those guys that I asked that played for Nebraska at the time I went there, and even before that. Now, no, I can't say before that because I know some guys from the 80s that were like, you know, they stopped the mud hole in the Big 8, and then they figured they get to, you know, the Florida, the Miami, the Florida States, and they had too much speed and they couldn't beat them. So I'd imagine they might have had a little bit of doubt going into that ball game, depending on which speedy team they were going to have to play. But that's it. I don't know what it was. It was the right mindset. We was not going to lose at anything that we put our mind to do. And if that was football, we're not losing. We're not losing. Believe, have faith. Says especially religious faith, but have faith. Nebraska is a religion. Nebraska football. Do the players have faith in each other? Do they have faith in each other? That's the question we all got to ask ourselves. That's the question they got to ask themselves. Do they think or they suppose they're going to win? Or do they think or they suppose that they're going to lose by one on every game? That they're going to come up just short, we're close. Or they feel like not only we're going to win, we're going to dominate doing it. What's your belief system? What do you think about? What do you imagine? What do you feel? What do you hold? What do you maintain? All those players got to ask those questions. Coach Rule's got to ask himself that question. What's reverent? What are you trusting? Credit, held on. Part of a Husker, man. This is how we do it over here at 93.7 The Ticket. You with the captain for the second edition of Part of a Husker. Man, it's been good riding with you for this hot hour. It's time for me to take off and go have the right mindset so I can have a big heart because I believe that I can inspire. I'll at your boy, dog. Until next week, it's Part of a Husker. Go Big Red.